going on, Team Virgo? This is Brandon with All My Intuitive, here to do a weekend energy read for you for the dates of July 12th through the 14th. This is just going to be a simple energy reading. What we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cards for each kind of Virgo out there. 2 for Virgo singles, 2 for Virgos in a couple, and 2 for Virgos that are complicated or side piecing it up or whatever you're doing out there. You're not in a relationship exactly, but you're playing the field. So we're going to do something for everybody, all right? So let's get it. Team Virgo, what do we have for the weekend? July 12th through the 14th. What do we have for Team Virgo? All my singles and such. Team Virgo, what do we have for you? Oh, there we go. All right, so for my beautiful single Virgos out there, we're going to be starting out with your desires. If you're a single Virgo out there, let's start really thinking about what we want, whether that be things in within business, what kind of thing we want to be doing, or if it's with relationships, what kind of relationship we want exactly, what kind of person that we want to be with if possible. Let's start really paying attention to our desires this weekend. And this is going to be probably a lot of internal work, really going into your sacral and trying to create what you want from it. The sacral is the realm of creation in us. And make sure that you're paying attention to your desires, because that's going to help you get into that state of creation and balance out your sacral chakra as well. So let's make sure that we're paying attention to our desires, and that can be negative stuff too. Let's make sure we're not desiring anything that's going to bring us down or pull us into a low vibe state. All right, so let's make sure we pay attention to the desires this weekend. Let's make sure that we're feeding the ones that benefit us the most. And that's going to be stuff that builds on your creativity, things that make you get outside of your normal box of thinking and go, and try new things. Let's pay attention to those things this weekend if we can, and we'll maximize the energy this weekend, all right? And also, on my single Virgos out there, forgiveness. If you're recently single, let's make sure that we're forgiving whoever that ex is, no matter what they did, and moving on with our lives so it doesn't continue to hold you back and put blockages in your life, all right? Let's make sure that we're forgiving ourselves so that we're not using our own problem or our own blockages against us, all right? Let's not make sure we're putting barriers up against ourselves. So let's make sure we're forgiving others if we can, and let's make sure that we're forgiving ourselves for whatever we think we did wrong, all right? Team Virgo, you're going to have a very wonderful weekend as long as you allow yourself to have it, all right? And that's going to be following your desires, creating what you want this weekend, creating your weekend. Let's not listen to whoever never who says nothing's going on this weekend. Let's create your weekend, okay? Let's make sure that we're feeding those desires, maybe even doing something new with someone new, okay? Let's get out the single state if we want. If you're tired of being single, go out there and create your moment, all right? For my marrieds out there, married Virgo, we're going to be working on our personal boundaries. And as you can see by the girl in the picture, there's a wall there. It's not like the highest wall in the world. There's actually a pretty good gap in it that kind of makes you wonder if whoever built that wall left it like that so people could walk over there. And we can't tell by her pose whether she belongs inside that wall or whether she snuck in there. So let's make sure that we're putting up personal boundaries that are appropriate and not just closing everyone off because we feel a certain kind of way. Sometimes it's about getting outside of your head and saying, the obvious is not the best choice for me. Like maybe I need to bring down a barrier so that I can allow this energy into my world. Or maybe I need to put up a barrier to keep that from coming in. But it's all about finding the appropriate barrier for each and every thing that might come up this weekend, okay? Let's make sure that we're using our third eye so that we can see beyond the obvious and make sure that we're putting up barriers where they need to go and taking down or leaving little gaps in the areas where we want to bring a little bit of energy in, okay? Even if you don't feel like it. Let's get outside of our comfort zone this weekend, okay, married Taurus? Ooh, and this just was what we were just talking about. Getting out of your comfort zone. Your creativity is going to feed in to making your weekend flow. This could go with your sacral as well, but this is blue because it's with your communication. Let's make sure that we're being creative in the ways that we speak this weekend, married Virgo. I know you guys are very good at getting your point across, and sometimes you can come off a little terse, a little harsh. Let's make sure we're not doing that this weekend, and we're being very eloquent with our words if we can be. All right, married Virgo, and that's going to help your weekend go smooth. With any of this stuff isn't set in stone. I'm not saying that if you do this or do that, you're doomed, or this is just general guidance to help you get through your weekend and hopefully help you maximize the energies that are out there for you. All right, but this isn't like doom or gloom kind of stuff, pass or go. This is just guidance. So you accept it or you reject it, but I hope it helps you through your weekend if you do accept it. Okay? So for my complicateds out there, what I like to do for the in-betweens is pull a card from the top and the bottom, and we've got one of each here. So for you complicated side pieces out there, we're going to be using our insight this weekend. Maybe you're not going to be, the belle of the ball this weekend. Maybe you're going to be to yourself a lot this weekend or something like that. Or maybe you should be if something does come up. But if you get a moment alone, really go inside your own mind. And if you have a lot of decisions to make, let's start making those decisions. All right? Let's not put them off any longer. And let's go internally so that we're making the best decision for us, okay? That's going to be your third eye making the decision, not not these two right here. Okay, we're going to be using this one up here so that we're choosing the ideal thing for us this weekend, all right? And also for my complicateds, you guys are staying on the third eye chakra. We're going to be working on our intuition, and that's going to come from going with the insight, going internal, and starting to work on your awareness with everything that's going on around you, your understanding of the world around you, and all the influences that are in your immediate sphere. Okay, we're going to be working on our intuition so that we come out this weekend on top. All right, if you do that, you're going to maximize yourself. I'm telling you, Virgo, trust your internal awareness. Trust your inside voice, that quiet mind voice that speaks in the lowest tone. I like to tell people that the loudest thing in the room is usually the wrongest thing in the room. That was something I got from a math teacher back in the day. Usually the loudest voice is the wrongest one. And the one that's the calmest, smoothest, the one that you can't hear over the loud crowd is the one that's offering the best advice. So listen to that internal voice this weekend, complicated Virgos, and let's uncomplicate our lives or complicate them further if that's your thing. All right? But that's all I have for you. It's just a real quick reading. I'm not going to hold you guys up for too long. I hope everybody has a safe, fun weekend, and I'll be talking to you soon. So stay safe, Virgo. Have a good weekend. Namaste.